Hello, welcome back to Everyday Sports Mania. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my official NBA 2020 restart bubble predictions. My cat's next to me. Hey, cat. But I'm going to be breaking down these predictions. These are the right stand-ins, and I'm doing on play predictors. I just think that's a lot easier than doing the NBA pick'em because you got to sign in and do everything like that. But this is the right stand-ins, but not the right records, but it's still the right stand-ins, so that's all that matters. But let's get into it. In the first series, we have the Lakers and I know that the Grizzlies and the Trailblazers are going to have a 2-game series. My prediction is that the Trailblazers take it over the Grizzlies, and even if the Grizzlies take it, I still have the Lakers at the winning the series, even if it's the Grizzlies or Blazers. So to start off, I think this one's going to look very good. I think the Lakers take the 3-0 series in all very close games. I have a ton of respect for CJ McCollum. But then something incredible happens for the 8th seed that I think the Trailblazers will make it a 3-2 series, put a fight for the Lakers, but sadly I have a lot of respect for McCollum and Lillard and Nurkic. But the Lakers got to win this one. I genuinely don't know what to say if the Lakers lose to the Grizzlies or the Blazers. And then the Magic Bucks. The Magic, they did well this season, I should say. Vooch did not do as well as we all anticipated, but Aaron Gordon was very good. But I think this is going to be not a sweep, because I think the Magic will get one, but I think it's going to be a 5-game series. I think the Magic will just surprisingly get one that we don't expect. Clean sweep for the Milwaukee Bucks. Sorry, Magic. And then the Rockets Thunder. This one is looking good. You have, of course, the Russell Westbrook-Chris Paul trade. I don't think it was fair because Russell Westbrook, I think, is a better player. But to start it off, Westbrook and Harden take on Westbrook and Harden take on Chris Paul and Steven Adams and blah blah blah. I think the OKC takes the first. Harden and the boys take the second. Harden and the boys take the third. Harden and the boys take the fourth. And then now it's 3-1 Rockets and then Thunder, and then Game 7, Rockets win in Game 7, a showdown in Miami in the bubble. But I think the Rockets advance over the Thunder just because the Thunder are a strong team. I really like them, but come on. Chris Paul, the old man Chris Paul is not going to be able to win for them. And then Heat Pacers, I think both these teams are really complete teams. Of course, you got Oladipo, Sabonis versus Bam and Jimmy Butler, but I think this one is going to be just like the Thunder Rocket series. I think the Pacers pull away 2-1, then the Heat make it 3-2, then the Pacers. And then the Heat win it. I think the Heat get 3 straight wins and win it in 6. And then the Nuggets Jazz. Yeah, Jazz. Sorry, Jazz. So I think it starts off like this, 2-1, and then 3-1, and then 3-2, and then 4-1. I think the Nuggets are just such a good team in that restart and the scrimmages. Bol played well. Jokic played well. Just Jamal Murray. Just this team is Michael Porter. This team's really good. I think the Nuggets win this one. Sorry, Jazz. And then Celtics Sixers. I think this one could be very great. 2-2. Good series, but I think the Celtics take that, and I think the Celtics beat them in 5. The Celtics are the better team, especially with Ben Simmons not going to be healthy and Joel Embiid not completely healthy. Tobias Harris might be probably will be healthy, but he's not going to do anything to stop that Jaylen Brown, Kemba, Jason Tatum offense. And then we have the Mavs Clippers. Go Clippers. I'm a Clippers fan. I think this one's going to be very, very good, but because Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are going to have to deal with the strength of KP and Luka, but Luka and KP have never been to the playoff. So I think this is a 5-game series for the Clippers, just because of Luka and KP's lack of experience in the playoffs. And then we have the Nets Raptors. Yeah. With no Kyrie, no KD, yeah, none of that stuff, yeah. I think this is a clean sweep for the Nets. With all that talent on the net Raptors roster, I think the Raptors can take a win. So then we got the conference semifinals with the Rockets, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Celtics, Raptors, and Bucks, Heat. I think to start it off, the Rockets win the first game against the Lakers, and then Lakers win the next two, then Rockets win the next 2-2. Rockets win, and then they think they're about to win in like a 105-102 game. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Lakers win in 7 games. In 7 games. This one could be very good. Of course, I think AD and LeBron is a deadly combo in the playoffs. But you got to consider Harden is not clutch, but I'm sorry. Yeah. I think it's going to be in 6. The Lakers win. And then Raptors, Heat, Bucks. I think this one is going to be a fun series. Of course, with all the stuff going around that Giannis is the best player in the NBA, I think they take a 3-0 lead. And then Giannis is getting way too confident. They're up like 60-32 at half, and then this happens. A lot of people in the comments are going to be like, are you kidding? The Bucks aren't going to lose to the Heat. Says who? Anything can happen in the playoffs. I think upsets are legendary. That happened with the Warriors Thunder series, and I think it's going to happen with the Heat Bucks series. I think will be legendary. I don't think Giannis will expect any of this to happen, but I think it does happen. I think the Heat will move on. And then the Clippers Nuggets. This one is going to be a fun one. I think this one starts off 1-1, then 2-1, then 2-2, then 3-2, then 3-3, and in 7, Clippers. I'm sorry, Nuggets. I love Bol. He's the most fun guy ever. Jokic, great player. Michael Porter, great player. But the Clippers, Paul George and Kawhi is like the most experienced duo in the NBA right now. So I think Clippers take it. And then Celtics Raptors. Ooh, this one's a tough one. You have the Celtics, a very, very good team. A lot of raw young talent on both of these teams. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and then Pascal Siakam. I just think the Raptors are a better team in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. I think they're a better team in the playoffs. The Raptors, the Celtics may do something, but in 7, I think the Raptors take it. I am a Celtics fan, but come on, the Raptors. They're legendary. And then in the conference finals, we have... Alright, come on, load, you stupid thing. We have the Clippers and the Lakers versus the Heat and the Raptors. This isn't really the matchup you would think on the East. You would more think the Bucks and the Celtics or the Bucks and the Raptors. But this is the Heat getting the upset done. And then we got started off Lakers, Clippers, Lakers. Now it's 3-1. Lakers getting really nervous. Clippers getting really nervous. Clippers get one. Clippers get another. But then the Lakers. Come on, guys. The Lakers, are you kidding me? In that season, last season, they were the most... And of course, in last season, they were the best. This bubble, when they played the Clippers to open it up, they were the best team. I don't care. They defended Kawhi and Paul George like nothing. I think they will do that again and win in 7. And then Heat and Raptors. A lot of young talent on both these teams. But I do think this is going to go really well. I think the Raptors tie it. And it's 2-2. And then Heat. Or Raptors, Heat. I think in 7 games, the Heat do get it done. Wait, what? Yeah, in 7 games, the Heat get it done. Just an all-around great performance from the Heat. I think the Heat will be the most unknown team that we've ever seen in the playoffs, right since a while back. And then in the finals, the Heat and the Lakers. I love Jimmy Butler. I love Bam. But they take game 1. They lose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Heat fans. I know you guys are... I have no words. I just think the Lakers are the most complete team out there. You got AD and LeBron. LeBron is beast mode in the playoffs. LeBron's going to get another championship. He's going to be the GOAT. Lakers in 4. This is what my bracket looks like. So Lakers, Blazers, 4-2 Lakers. Thunder, Rockets in 7. Jazz, Nuggets, Nuggets in 6. Clippers, Mavs, Clippers in 5. And then Clippers against Nuggets, Clippers in 7. Lakers, Rockets and Lakers in 6, and then Lakers in 7, and then Lakers move on to play Bucks 4-0 against Magic, Heat 4-2 over Pacers, Celtics 4-1 over Sixers, Raptors 4-0 over Nets, and then Heat 4-3 against the Bucks, Celtics, Raptors in 7, and the Celtics, and then Heat in 7 over the Raptors, and then Heat with the Lakers, and the Lakers are your champions. In the comments below, leave if you like my bracket. If you don't, I don't really care. Just tell me what you think, how I did. I just have a gut feeling that the Heat are that team, but thank you so much, guys, for watching. Guys. Peace out, and we're on the road to 100 subs, road to 75 subs first, and then road to 75 subs. Peace out, guys.